Man, guys, it was such a long day, and I got a lot done. I uh, I heard that the sewer problem that I've been chasing at the coffee shop. Well, the uh, the problem is outside the building, and the borough hall plumber, the borough plumber, he came by and fixed it. And so since that's fixed, I was able to come by and replace the ceiling tiles that had gotten damaged with the draining water and stuff, and I was able to wrap that up. And then I got a new tool. It's a ratchet wrench. It's electric, and so I used that today for a couple things, and I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool. But we went to Conshohocken to drop off Theis's sister because she was staying with their mother here, and then we said, well, let's drive you over there. Let's go to Micro Center, see what graphics cards are out. Intel Arc cards are so cheap right now. Micro Center really wants to sell them out. Well, I picked up a TV from the side of the road, and it's a I believe a Toshiba 50-inch from 2012. It's an LCD screen and has HDMI, all sorts of stuff. I plugged it in. It works, but the backlight's a little bit weird. So I actually opened it up with limited ability in my workshop, and I found out that there's like 70 little lenses over each little LED, and like half of them had fallen off. So no wonder the backlight was blotchy. And down at the corner, it was all dark. Well, that's because there was a pile of little plastic Fresnel lenses inside the TV. And I had been waiting on this guy to come around. That I had traded him. I had put a shed up for free on like a plastic shed up for free on Craigslist, and this guy came by to pick it up. I never met him because I just set it outside, told him where to come. He came and picked it up. But he had mentioned that he had some radio equipment, some stereos available, and in a storage unit. And well, the other day, my friend Will, who's the one that usually brings the stereos over, and I restore them for him. Well, we finished restoring all the ones he had, and we sold them all. And I thought, well, you know what? I'll give this guy a little quick chat, a little text message, and see if he'll bring that stuff over. And he said he would. He was pretty delayed. He was gonna come at 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, but he came at 9. Oh well. Um, but he ended up coming, and I figured, well, he said he was gonna be like an hour out, so I went home. I got a little thing of super glue, and I just set to work gluing those little lenses back on the back of that backlight, and I actually got it together. It smells really bad though, because the cyanoacrylate is evaporating, but um, I think I fixed the TV. I think I'm actually going to put it up for sale for like $20 on Craigslist. I'll put a new cable on it, and somebody can have a new TV. It's from 2012, but whatever. The guy came by, and I could tell that he was, well, I've been, I'm always in a bit of a pensive, thoughtful place because I get worn down by life, and um, this guy, he was really nice. Like I could tell he has a lot going on in life, a lot of burdens. But he came into the workshop, and he was like, "Oh wow!" For some reason, I thought you were a guy. And I wasn't. I don't know. I didn't expect. I should expect women to be into this kind of stuff. And I was like, I thought that was so like, for somebody like me where I transitioned, it's so funny for somebody to be so to so acutely recognize he was female, and to where they feel bad because he was like, oh man, I don't know, I just assumed I shouldn't assume, and it's like I don't feel bad. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm all like, well, that made me feel really nice because I've had a few incidences where, I mean, even my best friend Thais, she's an actual legit woman, and she has a lot of times where, some lady gets weird in the women's restroom at Walmart, like, there's a man in here. And it's like, no, she's a woman. You just, and the funniest thing too, whenever people get upset in bathrooms, it's always like some old hag that looks like a guy. Well, anyway, um, you know what? I should hook up these batteries while I talk. Um, that it's the little things in life that they really tickle me because I've had a few incidences where I'll have somebody recognize me as male and I say, okay, I mean, I'm not really gonna complain. I don't really put much effort into looking nice. Which way does this even want to go? Okay, there we go. Sorry, this was like rolling every which way. By the way, you like my socks? They're like that one intro to Doctor Who. But yeah, it was nice to. I don't know. I thought it was so nice that he actually thought I was a female, which is kind of the idea. Even if I'm kind of feeling blah about life, it's still nice. It's still roughly the idea. And he seemed like he could really use a friend to talk to, because he's living, taking care of his mother, and it's like, yeah, his kids moved out, have a lot of storied history, done all sorts of jobs, and I figured that was one of those cases where he brought over some stereos. We'll find uses for them. Like, if I, if they're worth something, I'll fix them up, and I'll give them to my friend Will, and I'll let him sell them, and he'll have some money for his, to help him go towards college. And if not, we'll take it apart and we'll learn from it. And have some fun messing with some old stereos. They are Denon units, though. Well, at least the speakers are Sony's that are just kind of from some boombox. But it's actually like a Denon DVD unit thing. So it's like, that's kind of cool. I mean, yeah, some people want that. And then also he threw in a Super 8mm camera, which I thought was really nice. But we just talked for like 2 hours. And I benefited a lot from it because it was nice to just... I like meeting people. It deadens the pain of life. It makes me feel better because, we went to the top of the really tall building and we just talked. And when we went to the top of the building, we just looked out at the skyline, because you can actually see the whole skyline from up there. And we just started talking about TV shows from the 90s and 80s, and talk about how he'd been following that Oak Island series, but then he realized, like, oh, any treasure that was there, they already got it. The free, like, he thinks that the Freemasons probably got it. It's like, yeah, probably, yeah, like, we're probably not gonna find anything, but I guess people like to dig though. And on the way back down, he joked that I was probably being his therapy, and I think that's a nice thing about those types of visits with random people, is I get something from it and they get something from it, and I don't mean the stereo. Who cares? It's like a $20 stereo. It's just fun, but like I get a time to learn about somebody, and being somebody that grew up so isolated in life, I didn't really have a chance to meet so many people. And sure, I'm at the, I'm really worn out. I meet a lot of people and I do a lot of socializing, but I just have a voracious appetite for meeting people, and I really enjoy meeting someone and getting to hear about their life, hear about their worries, hear about their feelings of things. You know, me and him relate in many ways. This is kind of that feeling of like, well, what do I do in life? And he, I think he took heart in the fact that I feel very similar, but I'm mostly just busying myself with helping others because I still can. Sure, in 30 years I might not be able to, but I hope to stay healthy so I can. And yeah, it's hard though. I think living for other people is a pretty good thing because it's a good distraction, and it helps even if you don't feel like you're very have much going on or whatever. You can still live for some other. You can kind of just select people to live for, and it's a good waste of time on your end, but it makes their day, makes their lives, and it's pretty good. It also means a lot to me whenever I meet somebody that has a capacity for honest conversation. Because like today, that's the thing I really enjoyed about the conversation with him. That you know, we kind of very quickly went into very serious subjects and just talked about like our feelings about things and stuff. And yeah, it was kind of that's how friendship should be. And just we're not even friends. I mean, I consider us friends now, of course, but just meeting somebody and being able to go in that direction. You can cough. Poor gal. Anytime she has to cough, she's always over there choking herself, like not wanting to cough on video. I just thought I would bring it up so I don't have to stop the video, and you could actually do it then. Thanks for you didn't even have to go in the other room to cough though.
I just need to hack up a lung, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, it means a lot to me every time I get to visit with somebody that they truly have a very intricate mind, and you know, I don't mean like they're very scholarly. I don't mean that they're very even wise. They don't have to be wise. They can just be that they've thought a lot about themselves and they're able to talk about things. It's not even like knowing a lot of words. It's just feeling strong enough to talk about stuff. And it's funny. It's usually the people that are in the worst spots. They tend to be able to talk about their hardship a lot more, or just the difficulties of life. Some people that I've tried talking to that I would say live very privileged lives, they don't really seem to have a capacity to talk about like their own worries and stuff like that. They tend to wrap things up in ideas of like, oh, things are always like this, or that's always how it's been, or whatever, and everything's like always figured out for them. But it's for the people that have it harder in life, and this guy had it harder in life. For the people that have it harder in life, they always seem to have a more like a bespoke thought about their intricate experiences of being human. And I enjoy that. I enjoy how real that is. Well, that's pretty much it. I'll end it there. But hope you guys enjoy this video. And thank you very much for watching.